and welcome back to my channel, A Painter's Vlog. Today I am going to be sharing my entire coat collection with you. Yes, you heard me right, coat collection. The reason I am sharing my coat collection with you today is because I realized yesterday that every single one of my coats is actually thrifted. When I realized that, I was like, that's pretty awesome, because we're living as sustainably as we can out here, and also I just absolutely love thrifting. So let's dive right in. The first coat that I want to share with you, I actually picked up in a Chicago thrift store, and when I saw this coat, I flipped my freaking lid. And when you see me try this on, you'll understand why. The brand is La Ravi. It is made in USA, size small, and this coat is so encapsulating. I mean, the hood comes up and over your head. If it's snowing, your makeup is not going to get ruined. You're going to be totally protected, totally encapsulated. And also with the way the looping runs through the waist, or the belting runs through the waist, it actually cinches your waist in, so you look nice and snatched even though the coat is big and warm, so you don't look bulky. I love this coat mostly because of its warmth. Like, I just feel really wrapped up in it. I feel kind of like a little princess angel. The material is 75% wool, 25% nylon. Coat in my thrifted collection is this Anne Klein long black beautiful classic coat. The size is a little bit small on me, but I really like the way that it hugs my body, and I have worn this so many times I can't even count. I pretty much in the winter wore this every time I went to an art opening in New York, and the coat is made in Slovakia. It's a size 4. And the only problem with this is that the lining is so worn in and so thin that I've had to sew it multiple times, and now it's almost to the point where I just can't sew it anymore. So I'm not sure if I should just get the lining replaced or actually just give it up to the gods. But oh, this coat is so beautiful. Recently acquired from Plato's Closet. I discovered that there was a Plato's Closet right here in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and if some of you might not know what that is, it's basically a gently used clothing shop, and they specialize in more trendy clothing and more contemporary clothing, but they also have some higher end goods as well, like Lululemon and things like that. This coat, I've never heard of the brand before. The brand is Solitaire, and it's a size medium, made in China. The interior of the coat is very interesting. It almost looks like it's a sample coat, like as if they were just designing it, and I'm not sure if they carried the design to fruition, because I literally never seen a coat like this. It's thin, it's perfect for fall. It's giving me like, you know, like heroin chic, like 1970s vibes, like going out, you know, having a night out on the town. But it's just really pretty. It almost feels like a shearling or something. Like, it's very, very soft to the touch. And I just absolutely love it. I love this color combination. It's like a dusty pink with a pumpkin orange, and I don't really have too many bright colors with regard to coats in my closet, so I definitely had to pick this piece up. When you see it, you might feel, okay, why did you get that, Julia? Because it looks a little bit understated maybe on the camera, but I have gotten my use out of this coat. I actually saw it in a thrift store in Chicago, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, that's going in my cart. That is high quality. What the hell is that? I could tell immediately that this was a designer, some kind of designer brand. And when I looked it up, I actually realized that this is probably a $200 coat. The attention to details on this coat is gorgeous. You can see that there's zippered sleeves here. And I was initially attracted to the coat for the yellow side, and the yellow texture is very soft. It almost feels like a really thin leather. And you can see like there's little snaps here for the pockets, and I loved this color because I'm a huge mustard yellow freak, obviously. But then I realized that the coat is reversible. Yes! So hello. So the other side is actually an olive green. And I actually thought that this was a raincoat, but it's not. It almost feels like a raincoat material. I actually took this coat to India with me, and it kept me warm enough. It wasn't totally winter. It was actually March, so it was a little bit springy. And I love throwing this on because it's a little bit lighter when I'm just kind of going out for a walk or something. This coat has definitely gotten its worth. Here is a crapshoot, but you'll immediately understand why in the world I bought this coat. I must have bought it probably 8 or 9 years ago in that same Chicago thrift store. It's one of those mega thrift stores, and I always find so much there. This is, drum roll please, Jordache. When was the last time you heard Jordache? Like, first of all, look at the lining. Do you see that? Jordache is repeated all throughout the lining. It is a gorgeous burnt orange lining. It is so luxurious. There are no tears in the lining. No tear. It is flawless. I wear this far and few between. This was made in the USA. And it is dry clean only because it's very soft. If you can see the fabric on the outside, it's very soft. And look at the shoulders. Look at this detail on the shoulders. Do you see this? So it's a different material that zigzags on the shoulders. It's totally 1980s. I mean, you really literally can't get any more 1980s in this. When I'm feeling a little funky, a little bit fresh, I like to wear this, especially with a little bit more of a tighter pant, because this is a short jacket. And so, you know, I mean, you could wear it with loose pants, like maybe even like a pant like this or something. Okay, moving on. Okay, here is a coat that I recently acquired. This was $4.99, maybe $5. So these coats have just been in fashion. The reason why I bought this coat was because a couple years ago I found one in Davison, the town that I grew up in, and it was this similar material. You've all seen these coats. They're kind of like, you know, I don't really know what to call it, but it's like the puffy kind of, you know, lammy type coat, whatever. But I found one in Davison, and when we moved to Cambodia, I actually sold it, and it's one of those regrets. It's a size small, so it is a little bit small for me, a little bit too small for me actually. The sleeves are a little bit short, but I actually really like it when I throw it on and go to the gym. No, it's just a nice coat to kind of throw on, and it keeps me warm. But as you can see, my arms, you know, my little monkey arms, you know, it's a little bit short on me. This is another actually true vintage item. So this was made by the Garment Workers Union. So whenever you see a coat like that, you know that this is like 1950s, 1940s, maybe even earlier. But this is a gorgeous, timeless, never getting rid of piece. You can see around the neck, there's this beautiful ruffling detail. And also around the sleeve. The lining is still in really good condition, and this piece is just one of those transition coats, so from fall to winter, probably more so fall because it is really lightweight, and you can kind of hear the material. It is thin, and it's just very, very chic. I love throwing it on. It has just enough structure to it. Look at this detail right here. You can actually pin up the neck. So you can pin up the neck and it's gorgeous. Final coat, guys, in my all thrifted coat collection. This piece is probably another piece that I won't get rid of unless it gets completely thrashed. The brand is called Studio One. It's a size 10 and it's rayon and polyester and a little bit of velvet. The velvet is 100% cotton, made in USA, and I love it. It has a plaid pattern, so it's blue and green. This is definitely a fall vibe, but my favorite part of it is this chain right here in the back. It just gives it that like kind of punk, awesome, just like added detail. And I love this dark blue velvet on the collar. So it's just a really unique coat. I also wore this a ton in New York. So going out to art openings, you just kind of throw it on over a black turtleneck or something and you're good to go.